Welcome everyone to our August webinar. I'm here today with Stephnie Burton from Upper Hutt City Library, and she'll be sharing with us the success of the Beyond the Page Literary Festival. So, over to you, Stephnie.
So I'm just going to start by saying I'm sorry I've got a cold. That's why I usually don't sound like this. It's my special voice for today. So just firstly a bit about myself. I'm Stephnie Burton. I'm the Senior Librarian, Children's and Youth at the Upper Hutt City Library. And I started in libraries around like 8 years ago. Yeah, about 8 years ago. I got my first job at the National Library as a library assistant in collection delivery. So that's like the interloans team.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good. I was there for a long time.
Yeah.
Because there I got to do like a lot of stuff. Like I got to dabble in print disabilities.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got to do some collection support stuff. I got to do stuff with Index New Zealand and find out that I really hate cataloguing. Like a lot.
It's a sad time when you realise that.
It was not a sad time. I got to like travel around. Yeah, do some stuff with legal deposit as well. So that was like a really good experience for me. And then there wasn't really anywhere else for me to dabble. So I went to the Victoria University Library and worked in interloans there. Yeah,
cool.
So that was,
I did it. Background?
Yeah, well, I did it for like 9 months. Yeah, and then I decided that I was going to move to Thames and be the children's and youth librarian there. Yeah, which is like a bit of a change.
Yeah.
Just a bit. I guess you can probably relate though, because you've like moved from Oamaru to here.
Yeah, definitely. Moving is hard.
Yeah, well, except like you moved from smaller to larger, and I moved from larger to smaller.
I feel like it would be worse moving from larger to smaller.
It was, yeah, well, it turned out when I asked everyone what they did in Thames for the weekend, they were like, we leave.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was trying to find out what to do in Thames.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to go to Hamilton. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, I was there. I was the Children's and Youth Services Librarian there. And so that's for Thames, Tyra, and Mercury Bay. Yeah, and so that was scary.
Yeah. But
also like a really great experience. Like it was my first time working in children's services. Yeah, so I had a really good time working there. And then because I did miss the big city.
Yes. As you would.
Yeah, I moved to Upper Hutt.
Another great big city.
Yeah, well, the smallest city in New Zealand, which I learned from working at Upper Hutt. Yeah. So that was really good. Yeah, and so I've been working there now for like 18 months. And so I've had like a lot of different opportunities, and so that's kind of like how one of those opportunities was doing Beyond the Page.
Very cool.
Yeah. I guess I will talk about now.
Yeah, perfect. That segues nicely.
Yeah. So for those who don't know what Beyond the Page is, for the July school holidays, so that was from the 8th to the 23rd of July 2017, Upper Hutt City Library in conjunction with Wellington City Libraries and Hutt City Libraries ran a children's and youth literary festival.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we also roped in Expressions, the gallery that's in Upper Hutt. So that was really amazing. We had been working on the festival for about the entire time that I've worked there.
Wow.
Almost.
Long time coming.
Almost. It was a very long time. Yeah, because for everyone it was like their first time working on something so big. In the end, we had 132 events.
That's an insane effort.
Over 25 or 24 sites, 25 sites. Yeah, so in a 2-week period. For Upper Hutt usually has about 6 activities during the school holidays. This year, this school holidays, we had 25. Yeah, and that doesn't even include, I don't think that includes the stuff that we had on at Expressions. Expressions had a Harry McCleary exhibition, and also had a play on as well. So that was really cool. That was actually the only thing they had to pay for to go to. Everything was free. So from 130 events, only one thing was paid for. Yeah. So it was just a pretty big effort.
Yeah.
We got the whole idea behind the festival was to take books in libraries to an extent, beyond books.
Page.
Yeah, beyond the page. Because when people think about libraries and literacy to an extent, they think of it as print books.
Yeah. Very limited kind of view.
Yeah, and from working in libraries, and I'm sure you know the same thing, that it's not about it is about books, but it's not about books.
Yeah, it's not the whole.
Yeah, exactly. I do spend a lot of time dealing with books, but mainly I spend most of my time dealing with community.
Yes.
And trying to engage with community. And so this was a way to show our communities that libraries are more than just reading.
Yeah.
And that you can express yourself.
Yeah.
And different literacies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that can be quite a barrier for some people.
Yeah, exactly.
Reading is the only value of the library.
Exactly. Yeah, and so if people aren't into reading, then they don't want to come into this public space. It is open for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
And so some of the stuff we had was more traditional. We had Des Hunt come and do a writing workshop. But even that wasn't that traditional. He related it to science.
Oh, that's cool. That's one of his areas of interest.
Yeah, it is. So he related how writing a story is doing a science experiment. And it was so even the stuff that was traditional, library services, was done in a way that was alternative. Yeah. And coming at it in a different a different way. And we also had robots, which is digital literacy, which is also a big a thing that's very important in libraries. Yeah. And information literacy as well. For sure. Yeah, so it's not all about reading. And also for me personally, going working in places like Thames and Upper Hutt, a lot of kids, because of where it's located, don't have the same opportunities to engage with some of the stuff that's going on in the bigger cities. Upper Hutt and Thames actually were only an hour away from major cities. Yeah. Actually, to get to Auckland from Thames, it's an hour, and to get from Upper Hutt to Wellington, it's an hour. And so, but these are big barriers for people. Yeah. There are people in Upper Hutt who have never been to Wellington, never been to the Hutt. Seriously. People staying there to get there.
That's crazy. Just because they don't have transport or money to get there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or even the inclination to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No interest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything we need.
Everything we need is here. Why would we? And so the hour is also a barrier for people to come to these areas.
Yeah, a whole hour.
Yeah. Well, people don't think of it as an hour though. People are oh, it's so hard to get there. Yeah. But
you can do it.
Yeah. So for me, it was showing kids things that they hadn't seen before. And I'm going to come back to the robots example, because we had in Upper Hutt, we had we did the robots event in Wellington and in the Hutt as well. But at Upper Hutt, we had the biggest turnout. We had 150 people come.
Wow.
Over the hour and a half. Yeah, over the hour and a half.
Amazing.
It was insane. It was insane. So and a lot of the feedback we got for that event, all of that was positive. Yeah. But the main thing that we received in feedback for that was, this is something that we've never seen before. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And so being able to give people those experiences, these kids are going to be able to like go on.
Yeah, and have that.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
and this is what I saw in the library.
Yeah.
And so, and from that, like knowing that that was a success,
Yeah.
we can like go on and do like, because 150 people was too big.
Yeah.
So, but we know that like we
Yeah.
know that the level of interest,
yeah,
and that we can, because it was like an unregistered event.
right. So you didn't really know.
Yeah, exactly. So now we can like tailor that so that people can have like a more like immersive experience and actually like be more like, instead of just seeing the thing, they can actually like engage with the thing.
Because did they not do it with the robots one?
It was so many.
You couldn't. No one could get.
There was so many people you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like.
Was it like a robots demonstration or like a build a robot?
It was a robots demonstration.
Yeah.
Well, there was like, so we had so we were like, Upper Hutt were very lucky because like because it was a collaboration with Wellington and Hutt.
Oh, okay.
Hutt City like lent us their MBOTs and some people.
Okay.
Because we don't know how to use MBOTs. Well, I don't know, we might do, but I didn't ask anyone.
Yeah.
Wellington have some Now robots.
Yeah.
That are quite expensive and like out of our budget to purchase. And so they again lent us the robots and the people.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like a big advantage in the collaboration for us being able to get these resources. Yeah. And so so they did some programming with the robots, like the bigger robots, because the Now ones, like kind of humanoid.
Yeah, I think I saw it maybe on Twitter.
Maybe, yeah. It was in the last month's library life actually.
Yes,
I think Emma wrote about it.
That's right, I saw it.
Yeah. I think Emma wrote about it. So yeah, they're like quite humanoid, but the M-bots are like cars, and so they taught like some basic programming. Yeah. But because of the level of like people, it was very hard to get like beyond the, oh my god, it's a robot.
Yeah.
Of it all.
Yeah.
But there were kids there for like an hour and a half completely engaged.
Yeah. Amazing. That would be their, if it was their first time in the library, that would be their lasting impression.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. So it was just really important to like engage with the community and show them what is on offer.
Yes.
Yeah. And also like showing them like what they can do as well.
Yeah.
So we had like events where like people could create their own story.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like important to me, that like you can create a story not just through like write it like pen to paper.
Yeah.
Like you can use pictures, you can use photos, you can use like anything.
Yeah. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah, don't limit yourself to like pens and paper. So we made sure to have like oral storytelling. We had a maker zine workshop. Yeah, so one of my colleagues, Simon, is he makes zines, and so he like ran some workshops for the Wellington and Hutt City people where he like taught them how to make zines. Yeah. And so so they could go off and like lead their own workshops. Yeah.
So that's really cool. Like, I think equipping people with the skills. Yeah. Not just sitting here and going, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. I'll show you. You actually do it.
Yeah. Well, he like provided like, so he like wrote down instructions and he took like a training. But he did like, he was very much like, this is what I would do, but like, you know, do what you're passionate about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like when you like are going to read, like do a story time to a kid. Like I could be like, hey Julia, here's this book, read it. And then you'll be like, I hate this book.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna have a good time reading it.
No.
And those kids are gonna know you're not having a good time.
That's right.
Yeah, if they're you're not into.
Exactly.
So like Simon was very much like, this is what I would do, but you can like do what you want. Do with it what you want.
Yeah, creative.
Yeah. And so yeah, we had like amazing like zine workshops at the library. And so I think we had like 35 kids come. It was like Simon's first ever like zine workshop that he's given.
You're fine.
He was a little afraid. And he ran it with like another colleague who actually is even in children's. Neither Simon actually. Simon's like comms and Reed is our heritage coordinator. So they ran it together. Yeah, because for me, also Beyond the Page was about like engaging with like teams outside the children's team and getting everyone in our organisation excited about this.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was really cool. Like this event was actually not even run by the children's team. Yeah. So they had like Reed, our heritage coordinator, and Simon, and they took like this amazing like zine workshop, and these kids like could create their own stories. They provided like some templates. Because you know some kids like it when you give them a template. Some kids don't. But yeah, so it's really successful, and so like these kids can go home and create their own stories. Yeah, and all they need is like just an idea. And then I think so he like keeps like a copy of each of their zines so that they can like deposit it into like legal deposit it into the National Library.
Yeah, it was so cool if I was a kid doing that.
Yeah, you can look up like I like write reviews for Library Life sometimes, and I feel cool when I see my name like I was like I wrote that review. Yeah. So if I was a kid, maybe just a library. Yeah.
I just thought for people who don't know what a zine is.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna. Yeah. So it's kind of taken from the word like magazine, but it's not. It's just like a smaller like version of It's like it could be like a serial, like I'm still trying to think. Yeah, it's kind of there's like a great zine collection at Wellington City Libraries.
Have a look at that.
Yeah, but it's like they can be because I collect a lot of them from Matchbox, which is in Wellington. They've got a lot of free ones, and some of those are like serialized stories, told over like different parts.
Yeah, I used to do that. I'm like saying the olden days, not actually knowing what like I'm referring to, but I'm pretty sure they used to do that, like publish a magazine, and every magazine would be a little bit of the story. Yeah, and so you kind of like collect them. And then have the whole thing. Yeah. So I feel like a zine is just a modern day.
Maybe, yeah.
Potentially, if you wanted to be that.
It's sort of like, and so there's like a big, quite a big. Hi. There's like quite a big zining community. Yeah. And little pockets around. I know in Wellington there is. I've seen like a lot of like zine fests. There's also like this. Someone who helped us out is like Myrtle Chickpea, and she has like a traveling zine museum. Is it a real name? I don't think that's her real name. Yeah. So she travels around and with her zine museum and like shows kids how to make shows people actually how to create zines.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
So my explanation has been bad. So just like Wikipedia it, I guess.
Wikipedia it, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of what Beyond the Page was and is. Yeah.
Very cool. Before we started the webinar, Stephnie was showing me a video, and I noticed there were some very famous faces. So I wondered if you wanted to talk a little bit about the fundraising process and the marketing process as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to mention like a lot of names now because
it's got a casual name drop.
Casually, it's not casual at all. So the festival was run between Upper Hutt City Library, and Wellington City Library, and so that consisted of Bill Marriott and Judith McGuire. Wait, I didn't say that, right? From Hutt City, and Casey McCluskey from Wellington City, and from Upper Hutt, we had Marion, who's the Upper Hutt City Library Manager, Simon Hartman, who's the Marketing and Comms person, and Mel, and she is the Community Engagement. Oh yeah. Yeah, she does Community Engagement. And also Kylie was from Hutt City, and she does Simon's job so she's the marketing.
At Wellington?
No, at Hutt City.
Oh, Hutt City, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, Carly Armstrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
And and so we kind of like formed a team and we worked together to organise the festival. And we made sure that we had we tried to have at least one person from everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, but because and especially because of the way that like Wellington is organised.
Yeah.
We could only have we could only have one person from Wellington.
Okay.
Yeah. But we were lucky enough to have like two from Upper Hutt and Hutt, which was really great. And so it was like our first time organising, like I've said this before, but I really want to. It was like our first, like I'll reiterate it. It was like the first time that we had run anything of this scale. And so we asked a lot of people about how to fundraise. We didn't know like how to get
that amount of money.
Yeah, how to get money. We didn't know how much money we would need.
Yeah.
We didn't. Yeah.
There'd be a lot of unknowns actually.
Like a lot.
A lot.
A lot. Yeah. So many.
Yeah.
So what we did, we reached out to our councils and got some money like from them. So Wellington City Council, Hutt City Council, and Upper Hutt City Council all put money in.
Yeah.
We also got some sponsorship from Wheelers as well. Yep. And they like donated some prizes and some money, which was
That's cool.
Very, very, very helpful.
Thanks, Wheelers.
Thank you, Wheelers. And actually it worked out like so because we're in July and the financial year ends at the end of
every librarian sector.
Yeah.
End of financial year.
Yeah, because it was the end of financial year, which we thought was going to be bad, turned out to be actually very good because we had like we had extra money to spend, like sort of stuff that we hadn't spent during the year for programs. Yeah, we spent it. We also like, sorry, I haven't mentioned them yet, but I will now. We also were very lucky because, like for some of our major events, people donated their time. And their resources. So we had a Wellington company, Escapemate. They all got like this is like their website. Definitely share their website too. They have just around the corner from here actually. They have like they have a business where they provide like escape rooms in panic room situations. So like it's for like team building, and so you go in, you get locked into the vaults. Yeah, you get locked into the vault there, and then you need to work as a team to get out of the vault, and you have an hour. But also, if you're really stuck, they'll let you out. Yeah.
Kind of sounds like my worst nightmare. Like this panic room.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a team
exercise. So you like do puzzles and clues. Okay. Yeah. So we asked them to design one for the libraries. So they did one at Upper Hutt, they did one at War Memorial Library, they did one at Wellington Central Library. Yeah, and so it was all basically the same, but a little different because if you've been to those libraries, you can see that they're all very different. Like especially in terms of like we don't have floors.
Whereas Wellington,
there's multiple floors. Sorry. Yeah,
of course you're not very well, so I need to give you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so they designed for us this amazing what was called like the you were Sherlock Holmes and you had a team. And you had to use your library skills to pretty much you had to find certain books. You had to use your library card.
I love that. That's really cool.
Yeah, and then you had to and then there was a crime scene, and you had to investigate the crime scene. Yeah, so it was really great. They just donated their time. Yeah, which is
amazing.
Yeah, because it would have been very expensive if we were to pay for it.
Yeah, for sure.
And so that was amazing. But I don't know because it's difficult because we're part of the council. to get funds.
Mm.
Oh, we also got money through Youth Town.
Oh,
But we
yes.
got that through like the Hutt City Friends of the Library.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot about you. But
Yeah.
yeah, but it's getting funding is very challenging.
Yeah. I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with. So I'm glad you've touched on some of the different areas and avenues that you explored.
Yeah.
I also think maybe instead of thinking about just money, like you said about people donating their time, which could also.
Yeah, well, we had like the Royal New Zealand Ballet, and we got them extremely cheaply.
Yeah, you might want to help out when it's something that is like obviously a non-profit.
Yeah.
Already wanting to do some social good.
Well, I was like, this is going to cost us thousands.
Yeah.
And it didn't, and I was very happy because I was like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took, yeah. And so as part of our marketing, Simon had this idea that we get locals and national celebrities to say a line from Here We Clear from Donaldson's Dairy, because we wanted to connect it back to the exhibition and expressions. And so like I would like to take like a little bit of credit for it, but I can't. I really can't. I did very little. It was all like Cassie talking to her friends in Wellington, and like Jill and Judith being like amazingly game. I don't know if I'm shaming Jill, but like it's her in the Scarface claw costume, and like going to Totally Fraught, they like lent her that costume so that she could be Scarface claw.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, and it's amazing. And then like Simon just like hitting up so many people on Twitter, like so many people, and like every day, like our staff and myself were like, oh my god, we should ask this person. Oh my god, we should ask this person. And then him just being like, hey, Guy Williams, do our thing.
And he did.
Yeah. But then other times people were like, no, we're too big for you.
Too big for your lowly Beyond the Page festival.
Yeah. So would you like to show our creative efforts?
Bring up the oh, I think it's this one. Sorry guys, there's no smooth way to do this. Oh. I don't know how this is working. Oh no. I don't know if this is working, guys. Hang on. Still playing. It should play. We'll just leave this up and hopefully it plays.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool.
Thank you.
I don't know where we've gone. Uh-oh.
Broke it.
I did break it. Oh well, our faces aren't on here, but we'll just keep talking.
Okay, cool.
Oh look, here we go.
Yeah, so we released that a line a day.
Ah, that's how you did it.
Yeah,
okay, that's cool.
So we released.
I don't remember saying that now, actually.
We released a line a day. Yeah, so and then at the end, just before the festival launch, we stitched it all together. And I mean Simon stitched it all together. And then yeah, then sent it out, and we got like a lot of shares and a lot of views from that. Yeah, which is really great, and it was great to see like Upper Hutt, Wellington people all like mixed together. Because a big thing for me was about like the collaboration, which I don't think has ever been done before. Yeah, especially because like Upper Hutt and Wellington are all like quite different.
Yes.
They all use different library systems even. Like,
so not that much in common. Yeah. Apart from librarians and books.
Yeah. And the joy of robots.
That's right.
Yes.
Don't forget the robots.
Yeah, the robots. Yeah.
Yeah, is there anything else like a highlight of the festival that you want to share?
A highlight for me was probably so we did a scavenger hunt that lasted for the 2 weeks of the festival. So it was from the 8th to the 23rd. It was called the Beyond Amazing Race.
Smooth guys.
Yeah, no, we actually were. And so what you had to do is you had to collect points by doing like tasks. You could in Upper Hutt or Wellington City. Again, highlighting that collaboration.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so you could just do it in Upper Hutt and still get enough points to be in a draw.
Yeah.
But if you did it in all 3 areas, you got enough points to be in a higher level draw.
Ah.
Yeah. So I think the most points we got was 14,000, which was a lot because they had done Upper Hutt City and Wellington,
taking it really
which was I didn't think anyone would do.
Yeah.
I didn't. So we got 100. No, we got 103. Yeah, we had 103 entries.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so we were gonna have much less, much less. But yeah, we had heaps of people do it, and a lot of families saying to us, this was amazing. We learned so much about our region, so much about our town. Yeah, because so again, I had for Upper Hutt, I had up Reed, our heritage coordinator, and was tell me stuff. Because I'm not from Upper Hutt, so I was I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Yeah, I was I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he very kindly worked with me. Yeah. Yeah, to be there's some cool places, and then Mel and I went out to the places as well. So I got to learn a lot about Upper Hutt at the same time. Pretty cool. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff out there. And then also I incorporated stuff that was happening at expressions. Yeah. So they had to go to the exhibition and tell us one book written by Lily Dodd, which I know they could have Googled. According to expressions, they had a lot of people asking them questions about it. Because I was I'm just gonna Google this one. Yeah. But I was the hardest. I was of us all, because I was no, they will not be able to Google it. They're gonna have to go there.
Yeah, and research themselves.
Yeah. But then we tried to make it so it wasn't limiting to people. So we didn't have anything where they had to take photos, because I know everyone has a camera. And if you were from Upper Hutt and you came to the library to pick up the pamphlet, you could actually just walk around the sites. You didn't need to get public transport. You didn't need to. Yeah, it's very accessible. Yeah. And so you didn't have to go to Hutt. You didn't have to go to Wellington. Yeah, and vice versa. Yeah. With our hardest challenge was going out to Staglands, which you couldn't have done if you didn't have a car. Yeah. But you could have got those points if you'd just done like enough walking around.
Yes.
You could have done like enough points just being in the library, because I connected it back to like a lot of our databases too.
Yeah, that's really good. That's actually really good thinking.
Yeah.
To think about those people.
Well, and we just wanted everything to be accessible. We wanted like everything to be free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and people responded really like.
Obviously, that's why you had such a good response.
Yeah, well,
clearly you're onto something.
They were like free stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was cool. So we got a lot of sponsorship for that. Like we didn't really pay for our prizes. It's all used our wheelers like donations. Or we also got like stuff from Linda into Islander. We got like McDonald's vouchers. We got Peter Pit vouchers. We got, I'm gonna forget stuff.
It's pretty sweet prizes.
Yeah, but we wanted to like give experiences.
Yes.
So we got Staglands were actually like super great.
Yeah.
They gave us half price entry to Staglands if you went there for the scavenger hunt.
Oh,
and
nice.
Well, because like it's like quite a way to travel.
Yeah.
And so like I didn't want people like going there and then having to pay.
Yeah, if it was something they wouldn't normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked to them and they got it and they were really happy to help. And they also gave us like some free passes. We also got like some free passes to like Zealandia.
Yeah.
The H2O Extreme, the pool and
yeah.
We got like some Bunnings vouchers.
It's actually really cool because normally, I mean, some of the prizes are cool, but I think you normally just get things like hats or drink bottles, but I mean, like food vouchers and, like you said, experience vouchers. That's pretty cool. I'd be stoked to get one of those.
Yeah, so yeah, it was really cool. And we had and luckily, I don't know how it happened, we had like winners from like every region and one from Nelson.
One from Nelson?
Yeah, because
really?
they were visiting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they were visiting. And then I was like, and then when I just called them, I was like, but will you use these prizes? They're very regionally specific. And they were like, oh no, we're coming back in a few weeks.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. I was like, oh, what are they going to do with the Zealandia voucher?
Yeah, like, not going to happen in Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
wow.
so we'd like one from Nelson, but the rest were like evenly spread actually. Yeah, so that was great. And then like individuals from families did it. And so like the prizes were enough that like everyone could actually get something from the family. So it wasn't,
That's nice for the other kids who might be a bit jealous.
Yeah. And we also got like vouchers for like Weta, who were like super supportive. If you like could have watched that video, you can see like Richard. You can see like Richard Taylor's in there.
Yeah. I didn't notice it the first time, but when I watched it again.
Yeah. And then they gave us like vouchers and stuff for the tour. The tour. There's like a Thunderbirds one and like a Winter Cave one. So yeah, it was really great. Yeah.
Love it. I don't know how much time. Got about 15 minutes. I thought, did you want to talk about the main challenge? I kind of felt we touched on it with funding.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be the main?
For me, I don't know. I feel like an experience.
Because I think it was the first time something like this had been run. And I was thinking like geography. Yeah. How you were doing it across quite a large area.
But that was hard. But like I would definitely say like, because it was my first time being like a project manager. Yeah. And so especially something like of the size. Yeah. And so I don't know, I felt like that was like a personal challenge for me. A challenge for everyone else too. Definitely a challenge for everyone else. Yeah, because and also people leaving was difficult as well. So we had because obviously it was quite a long time frame that we had.
Oh no.
So people left. Simon came in when our other comms person left, Sarah, who had done a lot of the groundwork. Sarah did an amazing job while she was there, but then she left. And so we had to wait for the recruitment. You know how long that stuff takes. Yeah. And also before Cassie, it was Adrian. You know?
Oh yes.
Yeah. And so that was you know, that was like another challenge as well, because you know, having to like not having to catch people up, that's not really right, but you know, like
they haven't been here the whole time, so they don't have like the same understanding background.
Or like the vision, like like having to explain the vision.
Yeah.
And like both actually Cassie and Simon hadn't come from like library backgrounds.
Even more challenging.
Yeah, so having to explain like this is perception of
libraries and
we don't really collaborate like this.
Yeah. I think, do you think that was a good thing though, having people with the outside perspective?
Yeah.
Because they're not kind of like either jaded or I don't know, swayed by the library experience.
Yeah, no, it was that was really good. But so I just think like going forward, I think we've like learned a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
Like because like we had all of this time and we were like, it's fine, we've got so much time. Like look at all this time, so much time. But then when people left and then people were on holiday and then also like timelines got stretched because of different like ways of working. Like Upper Hutt like is quite a bit smaller. Like where like 2 libraries can be to Hutt's like 8 and Wellington's 12.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy for me to like schedule like when things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because I just like I don't need to talk to anyone really. I just like schedule it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you are like the children's specialist at like Hutt City, you've got to like talk to all of those 8 sites and be like, when does this work for you? What events do you want?
Wow. Yes, quite a process.
Yeah, like so for me, I was like, I'm just like chucking in some slots at work.
Yeah.
But no, and they also at like at Hutt City and Wellington City, they have all their like regular events along, whereas we don't.